Some women preach independence and equality until the bill arrives, acting as if men should always pick up the tab. But today we're watching modern feminism collide with real world responsibilities. So subscribe, let's get into it.
Young man that posted this on social media, he said that his baby mama asked him to pay her light bill. He asked how much was it. She said $430.
I feel like it's a math equation, but go ahead.
So he did what any real nigga would do, right? And he said the light people, the electric company. And they told him the balance was $97.38.
Okay.
So he went and paid it and called his baby moms and told her, don't worry about the light bill. He already paid it. She said, what you mean you already paid it? He said he called up there and they told him it was only $98, so he paid it off. And now she's mad. And now she said that he's a lame ass nosy. What do you think?
That's a pretty smart man right there. You know, good on his part to carry out his due diligence and let her know that the bill's been taken care of. But I guess someone's really not getting their nails done anytime soon.
Our women don't respect double standards when it's not beneficial to them. Women will yell, if a man can do it, I can do it all day until it's time to pay some bills. Now you can't do what a man can do because it ain't beneficial. Y'all only like double standards when it's beneficial.
That's true.
I'm knowing. As a man, we talk it up. Like, we go, all right, you and nigga go to the club, right? Ladies, 18 and up. Nigga, 21 and up. 18 women, free to 11. Nigga, never free. But as a man, we understand that these, you feel me? Like, we get it though. We you a nigga gotta pay. Ain't like we get it. We don't be mad about it. We
Protecting
understand.
and providing.
We get it.
This is pretty true because dudes definitely don't have it easier than women in certain aspects. I mean, we really just do understand how it is and don't really make it a big issue. But when it's time to pay those bills, it's a little bit different.
I'm not taking you shopping. I'm not giving you no money. I will take you out. I will court you as a woman. I will date you. But as far as me buying you and you not my girl, I'm not doing it.
Okay, so we're going out. Who's paying?
I'm going to pay.
Right.
I'm going to pay. But
right.
I'll do that. That's a date.
Okay.
But I'm not, you talking about going to the mall. That's not never happening.
This dude is laying things out flat. I mean, somehow she still turns out being confused from it. He's only going to take her out on a date and nothing else. You know, keeping it plain and simple is nice, especially when you lay it out like that. And you can see her eyes just losing hope, hearing about not getting those potentially nail extensions done or Gucci handbags or anything of that sort.
When I met my lady, she, I knew off rip she was a traveler, a world traveler. Been out of the countries, places I've never seen, places I've never been, places I never even thought about going, right? And so one thing she was asking me early in our relationship is, babe, when are we going to start planning trips, right? But I knew for me, I've just now graduated. I'm just now getting the ball rolling. I don't even have a passport. You know, my bills are kind of up here a little bit. So I was like, you know what? I had to say, before I can think about taking a trip or planning for a trip, I need at least 4 months, 4 to 5 months to get my mind right, get my bread right. And I was like, in the meantime, we'll continue to do certain things. In the meantime, we'll continue to date, we'll continue to have fun. But before we take that kind of big step, I just need to prepare. And that was like my way of setting that boundary. So I was able to communicate it.
Relationships require sacrifice and boundaries. You need to have some set realistic goals if you want to achieve really anything between you two. And honestly, you know, really, honesty gets you a lot of things done, especially, you know, her partner just could have been in the situation and not asked for trips anytime soon.
Here's the most important thing that you need to know about men. The one thing they care about the most in this world is their money. It is their first love and their lasting love. And for many men, not all men, but for many men, it is their one and only true love. So know that. When you date men, know that when you get into relationships with men, and know that when you marry men, pay attention to where they spend or invest their money, because this indicates what they value most, whether it is a thing or a person. And if they aren't spending their money on that thing or person, it says a lot too. Men part with their money when they want to, because it benefits them. And if it still benefits them to not part with their money, that's an even bigger bonus. If you understand this, you understand who that man really is.
It's not money, it's usually ego, social standing, the amount of respect they get. You know, they use money to buy dignity, essentially. Then you use it to make them look good as well. If she doesn't understand that, then pretty sure no dude is going to invest in her either.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you can't afford a woman's lifestyle, then date within your budget. Stop shaming women for wanting what you can't provide.
Dating someone who doesn't respect your budget is a pretty big red flag. This is for all the guys out there, but this doesn't make what she says right either. If someone like her can't understand that her guy is still building himself up, then it's better that nobody, at least for right now, dates her, because it's kind of just like a weird opinion.
So I'm here chilling with my girl, and she really mad because I want to buy her no Beyoncé tickets, bro.
They selling out. I'm just trying to see when we getting our tickets.
What you mean they selling out? Do you know how much
like it's a if. I'm trying to figure out when we getting our tickets.
It is. It's not an if. It's a no. Like, I'm not getting them. Like, what you mean? It's an if. It's not an if. Where the if at?
It's Beyonce.
Okay, I understand the Beyonce, but her. You know how much her tickets is? I'm not paying. Bro, let me see this.
It's not that.
Look at this.
much.
Look at this. Look at this, y'all. $1,000 each. That means $4,000 each. You think I'm gonna spend 5 G's on some tickets and we got bills? Are you kidding me?
Okay, we've been having bills. Them bills ain't going nowhere. Them bills still gonna be there. Beyonce not always gonna be there.
Listen, we have rent
You
due.
don't know, she might be about to have another kid or something. You never know.
We have rent due. We have a car note
Okay,
due.
we gonna pay our
We
rent.
have light
We
bill
can park
due.
somewhere
A
else.
car note.
Plenty candles.
You want me?
Just saying, it's winter.
So
They
you
not
want me
gonna
to
cut our
Didn't know Beyonce had her fans fooled like this. Nobody's going to care about her billionaire status, but this dude is worried about the family's future. So instead of rent, she's worried about missing out on Beyonce. It's pretty crazy.
There's women out there that will walk away from a good man talking about, oh, he wanted to go half on rent. He wanted to go half on.
Facts.
Like, that is, you know how fatuous and name that is to say he wanted to go half. First of all, you are responsible for 100% of your life as an adult. 100% of your problems, 100% of your bills, 100% of your stress. And you mean to tell me you had a man right there like, I'll take half of that from you. And you was like, that ain't good enough.
Right. Damn.
I want you to take it all. I don't want to have no responsibility as an adult. And that is financial abuse. And that is feminine manipulation and abuse. So then, fellas, you need to walk away.
That's a messed up situation to be in, and there's no doubt about that. She should have been grateful for any help at all, especially from a caring and generous partner like that. I mean, it's really a shame.
My mother been married 22 years now. My stepfather has no issue with digging in his pocket anytime my mother say, hey, Wendell, can I get this? He don't have a problem. However, that's because when my stepfather come home, he don't touch nothing. There's food at the table. It's warm. She treats him like a husband.
Just how I said, that's how it works together.
Exactly. But nowadays, women just think that, you know, hell no. If you f me, all I got to do is f you. That's it. That's what a lot of women think. I'm cute. I got a pretty face. All I got to do is f you. That's it. And I'm going to get that. But then you want to be treated like a wife. You can't have that. No, that's why I'm saying when you said,
You from Baltimore?
I'm from DC. From piggybacking off of what you said, as far as paying the bills, that shit needs to solely be for the woman who helps provide and do all of that stuff for you too, because you confuse a lot of these girls out here thinking that all I gotta do is f them, because like you say, you f them and I get my bills paid. No.
This is literally it. I mean, women think that sleeping with the dude means that the responsibility is pretty much over. She doesn't really need to do anything else other than that. While a dude will provide, pay bills, whatnot, you know, go the entire way, the least that you can do is, you know, just hang out, do what you can, help out where you can, and that's really it.
You ain't go 50-50 with me.
No.
Like I already told you, like my hours at work got cut. They got cut. My hours at work got cut. I can't pay all the bills right now. Man, I've been paying all the bills in this house for the past year.
I'm not going.
I've been paying every bill in this house for the past year. You know what I'm saying? I told you my hours are cut at work. Can you go 50-50 with me till I get back on my feet? Can you go 50-50 with me? What's wrong with that?
I can't.
What you mean you can't?
I have to use my money for my photo shoots. Like, you already know
Man, your
what
money
type
for
of
your
female I
photo
am.
shoots,
You already know
man.
what
I'm
you
telling you
signed
right
up
now
for.
that I lost hours
Why you can't
at
go
work.
get another job? I'm
Get
saying,
another
like,
job.
I understand if you lost hours, you could go pick up hours somewhere else. Like,
You want me to
there's
work all
plenty of
day?
jobs out here.
You want me to work all day?
I mean, how else are you going to pay the bills?
Man, how about you go 50-50 with me? What's wrong with that? I'm telling you, go 50-50 with me for about 6 months to a year till I get on my feet. Once I get on my feet, then I'll pay all the bills in the house again. I've been doing this for the past year.
Watch how her face changes the moment that he asks her to go 50-50 with him. That's literally all that he's asking, and it immediately becomes a headache for her. And girls like this expect men to wife them? It's pretty hardcore. Absolutely zero foresight. She'll be 70, no savings, no investments, living on Social Security, EBT, you name it, right? And to top it off, I'm pretty sure no dude is going to come around and end up dating her with some of the expectations that she has. Never mind having a family.
Do you think money breaks relationships?
Yes, it does.
Tell me why.
In my own experience, I have my account shared with my husband. We fight a lot about it.
So you guys fight a lot about money?
Yes, because he think I spend more than him, and then he said, oh, we should split it up, but I cannot split up something because if I'm the wife and he's working, he's supposed to take care of me. You're supposed to take care of your wife and buy stuff for your wife.
So you believe that women and men are equal?
Yes.
100%?
It all depends on the situation.
They end up picking and choosing when and how to be equal, and equal when it suits them and not equal when there's money going out of their account. You know, similar to the bills thing previously. You know, it's really not about the money that breaks relationships, it's you.
You telling me I gotta be financially stable to date broke women? And they come pre-fucked? Oh, hell no. Double it and give it to the next person. I don't want it.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, but today's men just really need to be sharper and smarter. You know, if she comes to you as used goods, then you just...
Men are being indoctrinated into thinking that as long as you provide financially, you can get the hottest girl in the world, and as a result, you're a high value man and you've made it. But essentially, when you lead with finances, you attract a woman who's emotionally detached, because emotionally present women, finances does not compensate for lack of quality time. No matter how rich a man is, she wants quality time. Whereas emotionally detached women, they don't care if you're gone for 6 months on a business trip, as long as they've got a bag and a house and a Rolls Royce and whatever it is. So when you're that man, you're going to attract that woman. So you think, I'm providing her with everything, she's not going to go anywhere. She's thinking, you provided me with everything, now I can go somewhere.
Why is there not loyalty when a financially, stable man is able to provide finances to their partner? Why is that loyalty not there?
Because the glue of the relationship is broken.
Superficial.
Yeah, it's superficial. The glue they used was superficial. The glue he's relying on is physical attraction, and the glue she's relying is financial stability. The glue is weak. Whereas if the glue was emotional intimacy, absolutely you can get loyalty. You can't beat emotional intimacy when it comes to loyalty.
Finances mean nothing if there's no emotional connection. She talks about emotional intimacy being glue, but women of today would rather just have their bank account filled, and they don't really turn up to perform any sort of role or responsibility in the relationship. You know, it's sad to see. Not all of them, but there's definitely a chunk of, a good chunk of modern women who are like that.
Man with money is expected to share, but a woman with money is told she doesn't need a man. Same income, totally different rules. Let me explain before you get mad. In our culture, men are taught from day one that if they're not earning, they're failing. If they can't provide, they're not real men. If they don't pick up the check, they're broke or stingy. A man's value is often reduced to his financial output. Now flip the script. When women become successful, we don't expect them to carry anybody. In fact, we celebrate it as a form of freedom. Yes, queen, you're independent. She doesn't need a man. He's expected to provide, but she's expected to escape. Because if we really want partnership, then we need to stop placing all the financial burden on one side, while celebrating freedom on the other.
Many men take pride in supporting the household financially. The tension often arises when some people demand equality in ways that create competition rather than forward cooperation. Men are generally more comfortable operating in a masculine role, and conflicts end up beginning when a majority of women try to occupy that same space instead of embracing some of their feminine strengths rather than going the opposite way with weaknesses.
Never tell a woman how much money you make. Never even speak about numbers at all, especially if you're making serious money. She finds out how much you actually make. Expectations will come alongside with that. So I don't like girls having expectations of me. I just like keeping that thing private, and so should you. That's
actually a pretty solid test to make sure she's not in it with you for the money. I mean, she asks about the finances, tell her that you got her covered instead of laying out all the numbers for her. She doesn't need to know all that. But that concludes the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss content like this in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong. This video is for entertainment purposes only. No offense or disrespect is intended towards any individual or group.